Hello, welcome to Fit Tip Friday. So today I've got 4 exercises to help correct your posture, 4 steps to correct your posture. This week we're focusing on the upper body. If you remember last Friday we actually did 4 corrective exercises for the posture, but we focused on the lower body. So this is following on from that. So this is 4 steps to correcting the posture, in brackets, upper body. So kit that you'll need, you'll probably just need a belt or a towel. I've got a dressing down belt here. I've got a towel just to pad on the floor, just to give you a bit of cushioning. So the first exercise we've got is called an over and back. So what this one does is it actually unlocks your tight chest muscles, your tight shoulder muscles, because when those muscles are tight, they actually roll and bring your shoulders forward and cause you to stoop. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take the belt or the towel just wider than shoulder width apart, okay? And all you're going to do is, if I take it side on, is you're literally going to take it over and back 10 to 15 times. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So what that's going to do is it's actually going to loosen off your shoulder muscle, your rotator cuff. It's going to extend your pectoralis major and minor and unlock your anterior and medial delt, which is your shoulder muscles here. So you can stretch off all the muscles in your shoulder, your rotator cuff, which is internal to your shoulder joint here, and obviously your chest muscles. Okay, so it's actually going to correct it and make you open up your chest, because again, on computers, driving, mobile phones, everyone's getting into this bad posture kind of alignment. Okay, so that's the first exercise to kind of open up your chest. Next up, we're going to work on what's known as asymmetry, which is we're going to get some balance going on between your left and your right hand side. Again, if you're predominantly right-handed, you carry stuff on your right hand side. If you're left-handed, you carry stuff on your left hand side. Throughout the years and throughout life, if you're predominantly carrying something on one side, everything's going to get contracted on that side. So for example, I carry my son, he's 90 months old, he's about 12 kilos. He always falls asleep on my right hand shoulder. Bear in mind, this telephone's in reverse, looks like it's your left, this is actually my right. And essentially that compresses all of my intercostal muscles. It sets off balance on my abs on this side, my lower back muscles on this side, and again it leads my lumbar region and my discs to tilt at an angle, because I'm constantly carrying that 10-12 kilo weight on the right hand side. So what we're going to do to actually stretch out those muscles is hand on the hip. You're going to take your hand up, just slightly back behind your head, and you're going to extend it and just hold that stretch. Hold it there, just really stretch all of those muscles. So it's actually going to work your intercostal muscles, your abdominals, your erector spinae, lower back muscles, your rhomboids in your mid back. Again, your chest and your shoulders as well are going to be engaged in this stretch. Okay, and relax. Just going to go for 5 of these on each side. And again, take it up, reach, just slightly back and up, and really stretch those muscles off. And relax. 3 more times. And just do a side shot so you can see where it's going side on. So it's just slightly behind the head and up. And relax. 2 more. take it up. And relax it down. One more on this side and then we'll swap over. Okay, take it up. And relax it down. Okay, front view this time again. So I'm swapping over sides. Same again. Take the hand up diagonally slightly behind the head. Just stretch it off. And relax. And again, take it up. And relax. 3 more to go. Take it up. Slightly behind the head. And relax. 2 more. Again, take it up. Slightly behind the head. And relax. Last stretch. Take it up. Slightly behind the head and just hold it. And relax. So again, that's going to help to strengthen and elongate the muscles on the predominant side that you use to actually carry stuff, okay? And it's going to work on making you a bit more symmetrical and strengthen up the weaker side, okay? Right. Next exercise we're going to work on is called a Cobra stretch. So you're just going to be mindful with this. If you've got any lower back issues, any disc problems, herniated discs, you've got a slightly or partial tear in your rectus spinae muscle, your lower back muscle, okay, do not do this exercise, okay, because you're probably going to cause yourself more damage. So if you haven't got any of those issues, you should be safe to do it, but again, you've got to be mindful of using correct technique, okay? So just lie yourself down onto your towel, hands in line with your shoulders, okay, just go slightly forward. You're going to point your toes, you're then going to tense your quads, okay, lift your thighs off the floor, tense your quads, and then you're actually going to engage your lower back first, bring yourself up, then just slightly stretch with your hands. You don't want to muscle up, but you do want to take it slightly past the stretching point that you can manage with your back muscles just to try and increase your range of motion. And relax it down. Okay, we're going to do 4 more of those. So, engage those quads, get them off the floor, tense them. Use your back muscles to bring yourself up, and then just slightly push up with your hands to increase your range of motion. And relax it down. So then again, engage those quads off the floor, pull yourself up in your lower back muscles, then engage your hands slightly just to get your range of motion increased. And relax down. 1 more time. Tense those quads, bring yourself up your lower back muscles, slightly extend past your point or range of motion, hold it, and relax. Okay, you can just stretch off slightly in child pose, which is the opposite way. So that's a Cobra stretch. That's going to work the muscles in a reverse order that they would be worked if you're actually sitting. So over time, the more you do that, like any kind of stretching exercise, your lower back muscles are going to become stronger. You're actually going to be able to get yourself up off the floor a little bit more each time you do it, and also your range of motion is going to increase in that stretch. Last exercise we've got, it's based on the Alexander technique. You're simply going to sit on your towel. You're going to cross your legs. Okay? And what we're going to do is, it's almost like someone has a piece of string and they're pulling it through the top of your head. You're going to place your hands onto your knees. Again, you're going to retract your shoulder blades back, chest up, chin up, and you're just going to hold that position there. It's an isometric contraction. What this does is it works the muscles of the middle back, the rhomboids, the lats, the anterior delt, which is the rear shoulder, to keep you in position. So again, if you do this on a daily basis, you want to just start with a minute or 2 minutes of holding it in place. Generally after a minute, you'll start feeling those muscles and burning, because again, those muscles are weak. You're not utilising them on a daily basis because everyone's slouched forward in the opposite direction. It's good, just keep holding it. Really feel it kicking in now. Ideally with this stretch alone, you want to build up to 5 and then potentially 10 minutes just holding it. It's good. So really feel that kicking in your middle back muscles now. Again, the more you do this, the more you practice this, the stronger those muscles are going to get, and it's going to counterbalance the effect of you slouching over a computer or a steering wheel. Again, one of the major problems we've got with the advent of the mobile phone is because people are slouching over, not just for their shoulder blades, but they're stooping over from the cervical part of the neck. There's a lot of osteopaths now seeing that people are actually getting worn discs in the cervical area of their spine. Okay, and relax. So the cervical area is this area here. So if you think from whatever age you give a child a mobile phone, you give them a mobile phone from the age of 8. By the time they get to their, sort of before they're 50, they've got 40 years of doing this and adversely affecting the discs and grinding them and wearing away because they're not keeping correct posture. Okay, so that's why it's important to make sure that you work on sort of like getting everything realigned. More so for youngsters these days. I mean, I'm 48 years old, some of you out there are probably late 30s, early 40s, probably mid-20s even some of you, but just the toll that mobile phones are having with people in this position, on the neck, on the posture, it's absolutely horrendous. So where possible, if you can get a device where you can keep it at kind of like eye level so you're not having to do this, it's going to be more beneficial for those cervical discs. Because the last thing you want is to get to my age, so like 48, I'm in pretty good order, not bad Nick, and you know, youngsters from the age of 8, over 40 years they've been in this kind of position for 40 years, because it's just going to grind on those discs. And again, if you have an impingement in your cervical spinal cord from here, you know, if it gets really trapped, you can end up quadriplegic. I mean, that's an extreme case if you really grind and wear that disc away, but this is what's happening. Osteopaths are seeing this now, and people are having to have operations where they're having to go in through the front and having to put in replacement discs for people's necks because they've been like this with mobile phones. Unfortunately, that's the world we live in now. It's not natural, so to counterbalance all those unnatural positions, we've got those 4 postural corrective exercises. So just to run through it again, you've got your over and backs, exercises there, over and backs. You've got your side stretches, you've got your Cobra stretch, and you've got your seated postural alignment position there. Okay, so that's a nice, simple 4 steps for correcting your posture for the upper body. As always, if you're doing any exercise in lockdown, please send me a little 30-second clip. As I said yesterday, everyone who sends in a clip to me will be put into a prize draw. So when we open, I will be giving the winner some free personal training sessions to work on whatever the goals are. So just either send it by messenger, or as always, there's my email address. You can send me the clip by email. It's again another fantastic, beautiful day out there. Good luck with those stretches today. Any questions, again, just email me. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Talk to you again soon.